Empires do not vanish in a day. They fall slowly, they weaken, they decay. But sometimes, history moves faster than anyone expects. In 1519, the Aztec Empire was one of the most powerful civilizations in the Americas. Its capital, Tenochtitlan, was larger than most European cities. Its temples rose into the sky. Its armies dominated surrounding regions. Its emperor ruled with absolute authority. Within 2 years, that empire was gone, destroyed, its capital burned, its emperor dead, its people conquered. This is the story of how a mighty empire disappeared almost overnight. The Aztec world was not primitive, it was advanced. Tenochtitlan stood on an island in Lake Texcoco, connected by massive causeways, surrounded by water, protected by engineering brilliance. Markets bustled with thousands of traders. Gold, cocoa, textiles, food, everything flowed through its streets. At its center stood the emperor, Moctezuma II. To his people, he was chosen by the gods. To his enemies, he was feared. But in 1519, ships appeared on the eastern coast, strange ships, carrying men in metal armor with thunder weapons, led by Hernán Cortés. He did not arrive with a massive army, only around 600 men. That was it. 600 soldiers against an empire of millions. By logic alone, he should have failed instantly. But empires fall not only from strength, they fall from cracks within. The Aztecs ruled through fear. Conquered tribes paid tribute. Some hated Aztec domination. Cortés understood something quickly. He did not need to defeat the Aztecs alone. He needed allies. So he formed alliances with tribes who despised Aztec rule. Suddenly, his small force multiplied. Thousands joined him, and with every step inland, the tension grew. When Cortés reached Tenochtitlan, something unexpected happened. Moctezuma welcomed him. Historians debate why. Some believe Moctezuma feared Cortés might be connected to prophecy. Others believe he was trying diplomacy. Whatever the reason, allowing a foreign force into the heart of the empire was a fatal mistake. Cortés took Moctezuma hostage inside his own palace. Imagine it, the emperor of a mighty civilization captured in his own capital. Power shifted instantly, but control built on fear collapses quickly when weakness is visible. Then came chaos. Fighting erupted between Spanish forces and the city's population. Moctezuma died, possibly killed during unrest. The city rose against the invaders. The Spanish were forced to flee during a deadly escape known as La Noche Triste. Many drowned, many were killed. For a moment, it looked like the empire might survive. But something invisible had already entered the city: smallpox. A disease the Aztecs had never encountered. It spread rapidly. No immunity, no treatment. Entire communities died. Warriors weakened. Leadership destabilized. Within months, the population collapsed. This was the real turning point. Not swords, not cannons, disease. Cortés returned in 1521 with more indigenous allies. The city was already devastated, starving, weakened, surrounded. For months, Tenochtitlan was besieged, causeways destroyed, food supplies cut, water contaminated. The once magnificent capital became a battlefield. Temples burned, buildings collapsed, bodies filled the streets. On August 13, 1521, the last Aztec ruler surrendered. The empire ended, just 2 years after first contact. A civilization that dominated central Mexico, gone. Its capital destroyed, its temples replaced, its gold melted down, its political structure erased. To those living at the time, it must have felt like the world ended overnight. But did it truly vanish? Not entirely. The people survived. Their culture survived in fragments. Their language, Nahuatl, survived. But politically, militarily, imperially, the Aztec Empire ceased to exist almost instantly in historical terms. What makes this collapse so shocking is speed. Rome took centuries to fall. The Aztec Empire collapsed in roughly 24 months. Why? Because collapse is rarely about one cause. It was internal resentment, foreign alliances, military technology gaps, psychological shock, and most devastating, disease. When multiple weaknesses strike at once, even powerful empires fall fast. Cortes did not conquer alone. He exploited division. He weaponized alliances. He benefited from biology. History sometimes credits conquest to brilliance, but reality is more complex. The fall of the Aztec Empire was not simply European superiority, it was a perfect storm. And when storms hit unprepared civilizations, they erase worlds. The city of Tenochtitlan was dismantled. On its ruins, a new colonial capital was built, Mexico City. The empire that once ruled the region became a colony of Spain. Gold flowed across the Atlantic. The balance of global power shifted, and within a generation, an entire imperial order was gone. Not slowly, not gradually, but shockingly fast. Empires often believe they are permanent. They build monuments, they build armies, they build myths of invincibility. But history is ruthless. It reminds every civilization, power is fragile, unity is fragile, health is fragile, and sometimes it takes only a few years for a world to disappear.